Hello, hello, hello to all my fellows around the globe. I would say greetings again from the Republic of South Africa. It's good to see all of you again, fellows. Um, you've also seen that it was quite a busy day today since we were celebrating our third year TBC anniversary. So, well, I'm not gonna stay long here, say about 30 minutes or less, just to chill with you guys and hope all is well. And we've been on other live stream broadcasts just share that we have learned within the Bitcoin community. Yeah. And to all those who are currently sharing in this live stream broadcast, thank you again. I can see quite a number of you on the top chat. Any comments or anything to share, you're welcome to do so. Though my times are still flexible, I don't have much time to come online or live stream all the time. I had to attend other things, of course, including what is happening within this community. Not except the anniversary itself, but there's a lot. Okay. Thanking everyone who has contributed from way back in 2016 to current day. That guys, yes, though the number has dropped a bit, but we are still there. This is the third year. We are still standing. But with many other systems that came by online, I won't mention offline, but I will say online because in most cases we are online. I won't even count one of them that is sustained to this day. But the one that was called Escape, it's still standing, it's still there, it's still moving. Look, if someone can transact $100 through Bitcoins, I mean, or Kringles or TBC coins, once a week, once a month, once a day, then that shows the system is good, right? But I'm trying to look around that which ones are still legit and which ones are still around. I haven't found any, except Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin is still around, and the Billion coin is still around. But others, I'm still searching. I don't see any. You might have noticed previous week what happened with the OneCoin owner, the lady. Many of you are familiar with her. The FBI arrested her. She's been promising many things to OneCoin members, and they've been believing in her that it's going to work out. She promised them before 2017, late 2017, she promised that something's going to happen in 2018. And they came, they were, wow, chatting there, saying, hallelujah, 2018, things are going to happen. But of course, you know, when you are in the Bitcoin coin, you learn a lot of things. And there was this thing that, are they really certain? But you can see that there's nothing like that. It's your money that you have injected there, but someone is dictating terms for you. It's telling you that it's going to happen when, and you believe in that person. Anyway, we spoke about these things. We share about these things even on Randy's live stream a few minutes ago. When you look around, we have professors, lawyers, doctors, scientists, all those, you know, fellows, you know them, you know which ones I'm talking We all have bank accounts, of course. Even the small child have bank accounts. But here's the question: do we have money in those accounts? And if we do, how often? When you look at the situation in the United States currently, most bigger number of people that who are employed, people who are working, for them to raise a savings of $400, it's quite a trend. It's not easy. Right inside the United States. And their bank accounts, right? Yeah. But let's go back a bit from 2009 to current. It's almost 10 years, right? And ask how many of us with Bitcoin wallets, of course, TBC wallets, how many of us do have something in those wallets? Almost everyone. Even if you have a $10, but you do have something. Because if you have $10 in South Africa or in the Philippines, if you have $10, wow, you can have a full meal and the change. In Zimbabwe, if you have a $10, oh, you are rich. Okay, so I'm in Venezuela. If you have a $10, you are the richest. Okay, so but my point is, do we have money in our bank accounts? No, we don't. There's a reason for that. What is the reason? What have we learned from 2016 to date? That we do not have an access in our accounts, bank accounts, but we do have an access in our BTC or Bitcoin accounts, including TBC, of course. We do have access. Some there $10, you have a lot. Some there $50, $100. You know, you do have something because you are in control. But on the other side, you don't have a say. You are being controlled. Secondly, if you are employed, you are still under the control of someone because you are employed and your mind cannot think straight because you know that next month I'll be having another salary. You can even multiply the number of remunerations that you'll be having in a year, 12, if not 10 or 11 or 8 or 9. So, thirdly, credit card. It's nice. They can load it. They can load $500,000, $1 million. But when you pay it back, of course, it's not going to be that amount. It's going to be doubled, if not less. Okay. Bond house. It's a bond house. It's not your house. If you forfeit 2-3 times, you are out there. Send it to someone. It's a banking system. It's a system of control, you know, under the finance globally, you know that. So those areas, many people are keen to be a part of. But the question is, are those systems interested for you to be a part? No, they are not interested. You are a slave. You know, when you talk about slavery comes in different forms, but affecting the same human being at the end of the day, okay? Yeah. So we didn't know much, we didn't know many things, but TBC, of course, may take another 10 years, like Bitcoin, of course. It will be less, but of course, in 10 years, we'll be talking a different language, right? We have learned a lot from this system. It's a system. It's not an investment company. It's a system. And at the same time, they don't rely on us to eject something so that they can sustain themselves. Let's just clarify that other part of $10 that some people were sitting in their corner at night taking a very big calculator, you know, like this one. And they will start calculating that, wow, the admin has released a statement on the education blog that so much number is paid for $10 now. That means the admin has 1.3 million multiplied by $10. The admin is rich. You understand? That is not your business. Every system has to sustain. Even in the banks, they don't even compromise. The ones that we don't even have a savings in our accounts. If you don't pay your monthly subscription, it accumulates. When you put money, they take it. So everywhere you have to pay the fee, okay, in everything that you do. Your life, your body, you have to eat. That's another fee. So we have learned so much within this community. We can differentiate today, though some are still battling to differentiate between the legit members of this community and scammers, okay? The only way to get to know or the whole setup on how to go about everything is to get a coaching. It's not free, of course, and go to education. Of course, if you go to education, you will still need someone to take you through it. It will be easier for you to identify or differentiate between the ones that I've already explained, the scammers, okay, or not legit systems, but there are other systems that are good, but when you investigate those systems further, you can tell that this one is not going to sustain 3 months or 2 months, because why? You have been educated from this side. Okay, we didn't know about the elites. We knew that something is not right, but we didn't know how systems of the world works, you know. So I would say, guys, let us hang in there, let us push, let us do our level best, and to all those who have contributed to this day, thanks again. I won't mention South Africa, I would say globally, because TPC is composed of the entire world, okay? Even in North Korea, we do have members there. So, I don't know if there are any comments. Let me go on the top chat. Let's see. Hi, Famuide. I think our fellow is from Nigeria. Thanks for being here, and thanks Mary-Ann from Mpumalanga. And then Monito Rabel, hi again. Happy 30th year anniversary. And who's Testify Tackle, hi again. Thanks for being here. I think I saw this name on Randy's live a few minutes ago. Yeah. So, also Nonito from the Philippines. Yeah. Yeah. Nonito, it's true that actually, you know that I was in the Philippines, like the way Randy was explaining. I've shared a lot with your leadership there, and in a short space of time, say over a month, I was around Tarlac, but I've landed in Manila, and then we started touring, doing presentations, orientations, technical workshops, and I met Jose, a number of, almost the whole executive in Davao City, and there's quite a number of places. Yeah, I have nearly, I said over 1,000 photos from the Philippines, yeah. So I've stayed there, I enjoyed everything, I enjoyed, I enjoyed your cuisines in the Philippines, though there was a day whereby I wanted to introduce something from South Africa, because I do sometimes cook if I'm in a good mood, or I do a baking, you know. So there was a video with myself and Doc Dan where we were cooking in the kitchen. So I said, look, guys, today I'm going to be preparing something from outside. I said, oh, wow, they didn't cook, so I had to prepare something. So But all went well. I've learned a lot, and thanks again. I will be visiting again in the Philippines, not long, but probably after Thailand in Phuket. Yeah, I'll be moving from Phuket to the Philippines, but I will land in Clark City. Yeah, because it will be nearer. Last time I landed in Manila because the first TBC merchant event was in not far from Manila, so I had to be in Manila. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again for all your support, guys, from the Philippines, and we're still there. We have a lot that we're sharing daily, and we are also helping each other how to. They are loaded in their TBC wallets, but they don't know how to cash flow, not cashing out, cash flow. So there are other merchants around. Of course, I was introduced in the Philippines by your merchants, and we started exchanging. So there are YouTube videos, as you have seen on private YouTube. On YouTube, also on Facebook private. Yes, there's a lot going on. There's a stream of merchants that are accepting TBC coins on a 50%, and if you want, you can do it every month. And there's a link there on the description box under Premier Hex, so we can take you through on that. So this is what we want, because when you go through the mission statement of the Billion Coin, it says, and we should bring in merchants of all kinds from all corners of the world. So if you read that statement, it tells you practically what is that you can do. So some of the TBC fellows, they brought quite a number of merchants, but I'm not going to tell you which ones. But they are there. If you touch base, then I'll take you through during the cash flow coaching. And our fellows are making a fortune. Some they are making, wow, some they are making over $1,000 a month, some $3,000 a month, some weekly, some daily. But there is a cash flow every hour. So I'm not going to tell you which one. You can just check the link there. It's something, there's a link on the description box. It says, and it's Mr. Bond. That's the link. Okay. So, yeah, what I was saying is that TBC has our eyes, and this is why we are still here today. And we can tell that with everyone here, and the new fellows and those who are still coming, we will reach that bridge together. And we just have to stand strong. Of course, we do need a cash flow. We do need money to, maintain our journey. So that is why admin also encouraged us that, look, you can transact peer-to-peer. How they've already explained. There's more than 3 programs within the Billion Coin where you can cash out, and you have to go out, and you can't remain with that wallet, and you can set up an objective now that, look, between now, say 6 months from now, I want to earn $100 a day. We can take you through. But of course, we cannot share that yet, because as soon as we start here, our live stream broadcast is going to take 3 hours. See? So here is just to give you a brief and share ideas that are there, updates, and etc. So myself, I'm not going to say 6 months from now. There has to be a change. But of course, through what? TBC. Because I have something from TBC, with the wealth that TBC has created for me, then I must make use of it. cannot wait for admin to come and do or exchange it for me. We are building, remember. So as soon as as soon as we reach that bridge, then I know that at least I was surviving, I was cash flowing. Like I've already mentioned, we need to survive at the end of the day. So it is not the responsibility of the admin to do that. It is our responsibility. There will be those who will say, you know, I can't talk to people. I'm a shy person. Then what? You'll stay hungry. But you are not shy to put to put food in your mouth. You're not shy. Wow, it's funny. Hi, Dinah. Good to see you from Canada. And I tried to touch base earlier today, but I thought you were busy. I wanted to invite you on the live stream earlier, but I didn't connect because, you know, we have some breakdowns. Sometimes we have a clear line, sometimes it's blurry, so I need to check. Like now I can see it's still battling, but it's not bad. Yeah. So we know who that is. But the very same person, it's losing the grip, it's losing the control. We are all aware of that. We are saying this because they, or the particular person, is trying to penetrate the crypto world, but it's still a battle to that person. So what do? We are already in control for the past 10 years. If you are in control for the past 10 years, then you can do more. Actually, you can advance in order for that particular node to sabotage you. Okay, the elites. That's what you're talking about. So the crypto world is taking over and the current financial situation because of the things that took place in the past. It cannot happen. They can try, but people now, they have a different focus. We know that we have different people. There are those who love poverty. There are those who dislike poverty. There are people who love poverty, of course. Why I'm saying this, if you wake up today in the morning and say, you know, yesterday I did not eat, and today still I'm not gonna eat. You should have learned something yesterday, but today you wake up again, you're still facing the same problem of yesterday. That means there's something wrong that you are doing. Now, the question that I wanted to ask you is that, what exactly is that the elites are doing that we cannot do? That is the first question. Second question, I once asked this question. Second question, these people, the elites, are they from another universe or planet? Or are they from the same planet where we are? That is a second question. And then if so, what is that we are doing wrong? And all these things, they are obvious. Everyone can see that. Sometimes we've been broadcasting about these things since the first day of the live stream broadcasts. We've been talking about this. Even before the live stream broadcast, we spoke about these things. There is something wrong that we're doing, right? let's go back now to TBC wallets. How many of us are cashing out or cash flowing? Wow, 0.0001. As for the rest, they are not. That's where you find those questions. Like today, during Randy's live stream, someone was asking about cashing out, the exchange. You know, as soon as one asks about the exchange, then there's a problem that this person did not understand our mission. Our mission is to eradicate poverty at once. Eradicate poverty. And we are not listed on the Coinbase markets. Those two things, when you coach people about them, they seem to be listening. But as soon as someone asks you that question, that guys, when are we cashing out? When is the exchange? Do you really think that person understood exactly what was taught? No, that person didn't. But when you ask that person during the coaching, the person said, yes, I'm clear. She or he, they even wrote down, you know, some they travel with their notebooks, and some they even screenshot everything. Yeah, they put it down. But they'll ask you that question, especially when they feel a pressures of finances and etc. You know, there's a lot going on during the live streams. You can see the expression of others. You know, that day the mood is different. You know, no, it doesn't have to be like that. We are here networking, helping each other. Okay, so some of the answers are available. Some of the answers were already answered 2 years back. Now it's the 3rd year, I would say. Tomorrow, I would say. It's been 3 years now. Those answers were given out to the blog or to everyone. Okay. Thanks, Stephen, for being here. It's been a while, and I'm looking forward to join some of you guys later if you'll be live streaming. Yeah. So, fellows, it's up to us now. But hey, I'm happy for one thing now. Previous year to date, since the cash flow coaching started, some of the members that I've been coaching, though they were not many in a number, they understand how to cash flow now. Some they're also trying to take the route of merchants. Okay. On that last part one, on the merchant arrangement. Yes, thanks again to the admin. I did receive quite a number of calls from the services, my services, you know, what I'm doing. So people wanted me to render that service to them, but of course you have to work out some agreements and what is that they want, but the percentages vary. They are not the same. Sometimes it will be 50 to 60% currency, and then 40 to 50% it will be TBC. You know, but at a max 50 for now. Okay. So thanks to that, because they touch base, some they're still following up, and I do have others that have already started their projects on the 3D presentations, because they want the interior design part of it. Some they want landscape and garden design. I'm still expecting more on architectural or building plans, house building plans. Yeah, but it won't just spark overnight. it will move step by step. And remember, when it comes to that, if you are hungry or if you are desperate, you're gonna crash, because what you are expecting at that moment is not gonna happen just like that. Okay. I also had a call from Nigeria. They want someone to draw a plan for the church. That's very big. A church that will accommodate over 900,000 people to 1 million. So think about that, because they saw an ad from Merchants Location. If you render good service and follow up, give a backup service to whoever your clients, and those people are the ones who are going to make a change in your life at once. Okay. Sometimes some of us, when you reach 1 billion membership, some of us will be billionaires already. If you understand me, join the cash flow, then you learn how. So there has to be a flexibility. Last year, on our last cash flow training in Soweto, there's a lady who's making hats, you know, for sun. If it's sunny, it's hot, then you need to wear a hat. So she had this idea, and she has coins, TBC coins, not Pringles. But she didn't have that idea that, oh, I can transact, you know, with these heads. I mean, we can exchange for TBC and cash or Bitcoins, Ethereum. And then after the trading, we had a meeting. After the meeting, I said, you know what? I would love to have 2 heads, one for my mom, one for myself. Because the current TBC wallet 009 cannot go far down with some fractions. So you can only start from, say, okay, I can admin explain that. Between $10 and $20, somewhere there it will tell you that, or from here I can take the smallest number. Because it's still, these wallets are still on the first phase. Remember that there's going to be stage 2 or second phase of the upgrade in the TBC 009. So I said, okay, I want to buy 2 heads. Then she looked at me and said, yeah. I know she has TBC coins, but of course they're not enough, but she has TBC coins. Okay. Then per head, it was $20. So I bought 2 heads, that is $40. Then we transacted right away. I even posted that video. I need to edit it whenever I have a moment. I just sit and edit it, where we were transacting from my wallet, TBC wallet, to her wallet, the $40, and what did I buy, the head, and etc. You know. So then cash flow coaching goes as far as that. As soon as one is in your team, then of course, after the cash flow coaching or cash flow training, it's not the end. They will still come back to you, of course, and ask for advice. That from here, what can we do? Oh, now we're battling having this breakdown. Please help us. Of course, we'll take them through, because they are now in your team. Okay, so look at Nigeria. There's quite a number of merchants there. They are, of course, legit merchants, even in South Africa, but though it's still slow in South Africa. In Papua New Guinea, they're still coming. In the Philippines, there are many now. You remember that TBC was launched there in 2016. So they are speeding up things in Asia. So, yeah. So, we do have other merchants, so-called merchants in the WhatsApp groups. You know, those ones are not listed on the merchant location. And I received calls about that. Hey, there are those. So what do we do? I said, the only merchants that I would recommend are the ones on the TBC merchant location. The ones on the Facebook, yeah, there are those. And they've started now to demand some funds, 1,200, 2,500 from individuals. Yeah, I'll take you through. I'm a merchant. No. Why don't they come out on the merchant location? So you need to be careful. But if you fall into that, that won't be our problem. And don't come to us, because we are preaching this thing every day about the scammers. Are you smarter than the scammer? There is a disclaimer right after the last paragraph. There is a red sentence that says, are you smarter than a scammer? So guys, if you get nabbed, we are not a part of that. Merchants, you'll only find them where? In a merchant location. That's where you'll find merchants. That's it. If everything is there, phone number, WhatsApp number, but from the merchant location. Okay. Apart from that, I don't know them. And I'm not going to answer to that because they'll be wasting my energy and time. So I've got certain things to focus on within this mission. Yeah. So my fellows, hi, Mizanur, thanks for seeing you again. You asked me not away overseas, but I mean, I've been held up, but I said today, share with you because I was indoors. Yeah. And thanks for all those who have received good prices from the admin, you know, on that cruise arrangement. That was great. And there was supposed to be a cruise. By now, many of us would have been on their way to Florida to connect to the Caribbean, right? But it didn't happen because of the response from the community. But admin said, no, I have a solution. Whenever there is a breakdown of something, you know, this admin forever comes up with a solution. We know that even if you can get angry and say negative about this community, but they always have a solution. Okay. So congratulations to share with you that wealth you received today. Okay. And that was great, really. Yeah. I don't know what will be happening on the 4th year celebration. It will be something else for sure. Yeah. But guys, please stand up, make use of what you have in your wallet. You have something, so you shouldn't have been complaining about cash, whatever, cash flowing. And working together, at times, it's a good thing. We cannot expect a magic. Even in Bitcoin, when it started, it was incense. Many declared that Bitcoin was a scam. But Satoshi didn't care about anyone who was saying that. There was naysayers. It went on and today, the very same ones who were complaining about Bitcoin were saying it's a scam. They can't even purchase one Bitcoin. So what do you think about the Billion Coin? I don't know. Because I also see a slowdown a bit from our fellows. But what if you slow down and somewhere along the line, something happens? What are you going to say? You're going to be more mad because it happened with Bitcoin. So we have to look at things in that fashion. Okay. So lastly, guys, thank you for everyone. Your comments are superb. Thanks again. Just to share, and then if you want me to share with you something, I will share with you. But sometimes on the top chat, when you share with our fellows important message, they don't see it, they only see it on the last 2 minutes. So sometimes I would prefer to go live with whoever, so that we can share certain things. You know, we have a lot of things that you are reading in the Billion Coin, and of course, on the other hand, we have the updates from the elites, like I've mentioned about Brexit. Brexit is pushing that everyone should come, and people should move out from EU to join Brexit. What is the mission? Oh, you know what is the mission? We said the elites are losing the grid, which is a good thing. So we need to press on. We did press on, you know. They've tried. Okay, fellows. Just to add something on that before we go offline. There's a number of articles on the blog. Please go through them, check. There are some videos, listen to what other fellows of ours have shared. And I saw quite a number of good videos. Yeah, I even requested to watch them later on the YouTube. Some they are linked to the YouTube. Yeah. A message or information, but some of these information will help us along the way as we are meeting different people. Sometimes they're asking irritating questions, but you must have that heart, and somewhere we have to refer them to the education. Of course, we can't just give them answers like that, because we want them to be a part of this community. You know, I still don't want people with $5,000 or $10,000 or $100 to say to me, I want to buy a coin. No, they've asked me twice, even on the Facebook. I just ignored that. I want someone who will purchase a minimum of $100 minimum. Then I will teach that person how to make that $100,000 or $1 million with a fraction of $100. Fellows, thanks again. I will join you later. But if there are current live stream, I'll join you again. And then I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. From the Republic of South Africa. Bye for now. I'm still there, guys. Let us take this